Sherman, what happened in the melee that led to your ejection?
Well, first off, Marcel was going to try to avoid the kid. In this league, they're going to call anything you do on the quarterback. At the end of the day, if you don't want your quarterback getting touched, don't run the quarterback. I don't really care about the rest of it. The quarterback runs, you got a chance. They're trying to protect him as much as they can, but you want to protect him the most, don't run. But then they kind of took him on their sideline and surrounded him, and then pushing and shoving and grabbing and punching on him. And these are my guys. I don't care at the end of the day what the deal is. You're going to do all that and you let him go. And it took too long for them to let him go. So I went in there to grab him, and they continue to pull and jerk and grab on me. And I'm a grown man with kids. You know what I mean? I don't care about any of that. And at the end of the day, they're going to get punished for it. You know what I mean? You're going to catch these hands. I'm a grown man. You don't grab, pull on me. I don't put my hands on you. You don't put your hands on me. You put your hands on me, you're going to feel me.
Richard, that was quite a combination.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're working on it.
It was good. I mean, extended combination, too. Do you have any boxing experience?
I don't. We do a lot of boxing with Ray, and, I felt some of those combinations come out. I think he would have been proud of me. But at the end of the day, it was just one of those situations where you just can't let them take your whole, it's their whole sideline against one of my teammates. And the rest of us were coming over, but everybody was, right over there? Everybody was trying to get him, but I as a leader, you can't let them do your teammate like that, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what's going down. I felt like they went over the top, and I responded with over the top.
Don't you worry about breaking fingers when you're punching guys with helmets?
No, I'm open hand. I'm open hand, everybody. Everybody was catching the open hand. I don't got a bruise or nothing. I don't feel nothing extra, but I made sure they felt it.
That's a veteran move?
Vet move, yeah. I learned that a long time ago. You don't close fist to helmets. You don't close fist to helmets. That's just doesn't work out.
Kyle said he respects the hell out of you for standing up for your brothers.
Yeah, it didn't have to get there, but once it get there, you have to make a decision. You know what I mean? Either you let them treat your teammate however they're going to treat him, and that sets the standard. That sets the precedent. Or you go in there and let them know that regardless of the circumstances, cool, he was wrong, they're going to penalize him. We don't need y'all extra stuff, surrounding him and pushing him on your sideline. Like, that's unacceptable, and we're not going to take that.
Richard, what did you see on the interception by K1 that was called back with the penalty on Fred?
Honestly, we were all covering, so I couldn't see. I saw K1 had good coverage. We covered him up pretty good. I didn't see where the hold happened because I was guarding my man, so I'd have to go see the film. But it was unfortunate. We were playing really good football, and that would have been a huge play in the game. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. We gave them a lot of plays on that drive. I think today, defensively, we played incredibly stout. We gave up a few plays here and there, just, where they made plays, and you got to give them credit. But I think for the most part, we contained them. I don't think they ran the ball very well. I think we limited the explosives. We gave them a few on scramble drills, but that's what Trubisky does. He gets around just like Russell does and gets to open spots and finds guys. But I think overall we played one of our best games. I mean, we lost and they scored 14 points, and we had a few turnovers. Thank goodness we were getting the ball, and we could have got it a few more times, but I was proud of our effort.
Kyle was just saying he felt he was impressed with what you guys did today, but over the last few weeks as a defense that you've come together, from your perspective, why do you think that is?
It's just guys, like I promise you, it's just guys playing sound. It's Marcel Harris coming in there, and when you don't know too much, then you just know enough to be lined up, get in your spots, and do what your coach should do. Sometimes over time you feel like, hey, man, I know where I'm supposed to be, but I can help this guy or I can help this guy. And I think we've gotten to the point where guys are playing comfortable, they know their assignments, and they're sticking to them. And the D-line's playing out of their mind. Cassius Morris had 2 sacks today. Defoe had his 12th. And they pressured him a lot more than that. I think guys are playing in spots where they're more comfortable. I think Salih's playing a spot where he's more comfortable and causing a lot more disruption. Eric Armstead is causing a lot of disruption. And in the back end, guys are just stepping up. Marcel Harris deserves a ton of credit. I think he's going to be in the mix to be a starting player next year. I don't call the depth chart, but it appears to me that he's playing good football. And these aren't like scrub teams. These aren't teams these are playoff teams. This team was 10-4, and we had a chance to win this ball game. We played the Denver when they were in the playoff chase. We played Seattle. They're fighting for a playoff spot. And these games weren't like these guys are laying down. These guys are playing good football, so I'm proud of them. K1 played one of his best games that I've ever seen him play. Unfortunately, he went down late. Tavares, obviously, played really well and gave up the catch at the end, but made up for it by punching the ball out. Very heady play for a young kid. Fred has been all over the place the whole time, honestly, the whole season.
You
You
mentioned
see-
you mentioned Tavares punching the ball out. You guys seem to be really hawking towards that ball and trying to strip thing, during the game. Was that like a point of emphasis this
It's
week?
been a point of emphasis, but you rarely get the opportunities that we got this game. There were multiple guys swarming. It's more of the swarming mentality. I think guys are playing more free, playing faster. It's not one guy making a tackle. It's not a bunch of one-on-one tackles. It's a bunch of 3, 4, 5 guys grabbing onto him, and then you can go for the strip attempt. But when it's one-on-one, you don't get those same opportunities. So I think it's more of just more guys flying to the ball and being where they're supposed to be.
Where did you watch that more forced fumble? Where were you?
I was in like our kitchen area near the locker room, like the Gaskew/kitchen. But it was cool. Me and AC were watching, and I was freaking amped for him. I was amped that Mabes picked it up. Thought Mabes was going to get busy, but they were right on his back.
Someone who hasn't been spoken about a lot is Elijah Lee, was number 1 in tackles today.
Nice. Elijah Lee has never got enough credit. When you lose a player like Reuben Foster, and nobody really acknowledged it because Elijah Lee came in playing at such a high level, and we arguably have been playing our best football as of late because everybody's just playing sound. He's flying around, Fred's flying around. They complement one another. They're very aware of backbacks and where they're supposed to be. They play well together, and I think that's a compliment to D'Amico and his coaching and what he's been able to do, and obviously Salah, taking advantage of the guys we got and still putting it together. Not a lot of people could put together these kind of performances against the Bears with, the 8th safety playing this season, your 3rd, 4th linebacker combination playing, rookie corner, D-line kind of shuffling. But we're able to do that because guys are prepared and they're playing well and they're well coached.
All right.
Thank you.